as I mentioned, I'm going to give you a tour of my craft room. Now remember, this room is, it's going to be probably the last room that I actually do in the whole house, because we got every room we need to do some work in. So, it's going to function now so that I can actually do my craft job. Anyways, you come in the door and you go straight into, you either go up the stairs to the bedrooms, into the kitchen, or into this, and this would have probably been the family room or living room. So you come in, and I have several stations. I can pretty much work at any station, and I actually do. I am not ever hardly just sitting around or sitting at any one place. I'm usually up getting things and so forth. So when you first come in, this is my paper. These are the 12 by 12s, or this is the Stampin' Up or Basil cardstock, the 8.5 by 11. I also have pattern paper in here. This is all pattern paper here. I have some paper collections like bound, and then I have some specialty paper down below. This is, if you come in this way, this is going to be all paper collections by theme. These are punches over here. I have Christmas and I have vinyl. These are all my scraps, so when I'm done crafting, I come over here and I just dump the scraps in a drawer so that I can come and look through them when I need something. This one is not utilized properly yet. It has my Etsy thank you cards. It's empty, and this is miscellaneous stuff that I actually still need to put away. Over here is a couple shelves, and these are flowers, and buttons over there. And then my craft apron, because I'm always splattering paint all over myself. If I go this way, this is actually a 6-unit hutch. So I separated the hutch. I think I better get some more lighting, so just a second. Okay, that's better. This house was built in the 60s, and there is hardly no overhead lighting in any room. Every room has a lamp light socket that's connected to a lamp, and that's how you tend to light your house. So you'll see I have a lot of lamps all over the place so that I can see. Anyways, this was a 6-unit hutch. The other piece is over there. This is mainly scrapbooking stuff. This is stamps and dies and embossing folders. So I have all different kinds of stamps. I have Stampin' Up stamps up there. I have just cling stamps, wood block stamps. I've gotten rid of a lot. Simon Says stamps, Hero Arts. These are just, this is from Echo Park's monthly stamp club. I have dies down here. The cat will be in just about every video because she just can't help herself. These are all dies. If she would, dies and embossing folders are in here. B. She don't care. Down here I have this is wax seals. This is Halloween. This is Bible journaling. My cinch. I have a lot of sprays, and that is adhesive. This is likely not going to change, but I will be painting all the furniture the same color when it does come time for me to work on the craft room. That way it's all cohesive, and we do have flooring for in here, but that's going to be the last thing we do in this house, because we would have to remove all of this to put the flooring down. So, and it's a big job. Over here is I have stencils, and these are templates I've made. These are card templates. washi tape, twine. This box is all my foiling supplies, and then this is my alcohol ink supplies. These are dewdrops, sequins, and rhinestones. These are stamps and more stamps. I think these are makeup or jewelry cases that my friend gave me. So that holds my stamps. B-Cat, because that's my cat's name. Down here is, these are all pending picture frame projects. This is I've pre-made some albums using envelopes, and perhaps I'll do a video on it one day. But it's really cool because you can either have an envelope pocket and put stuff in, or you can cover the envelope up. But I have a bunch of those pre-made down there. And then I have paper houses to build down there. Over this way is my die cutting machine. I know most people have an electric one, but I have a hand crank because I want to craft even when I have no electricity, which happens often in Indiana because we get a lot of storms. This is a filing cabinet, and this holds my 8.5 by 11. Most all of this is Recollection brand or Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. So these are my colors. This is my foil. This is somewhere in here is vellum. Vellum is in here, and glitter paper. And then down below in this drawer is the basics, the blacks, the creams, the browns. I have transparencies, which is what I use instead of acetate, because well, I have a ton of these, and they work just as good for shakers, so I use those. This cabinet is very heavy; you cannot move it at all. This over here is all paper collection, so Graphic 45, Echo Park, Photo Play, they're all pre-packaged collections. They're not single sheets. These are projects I've started and I need to finish, which is like the hardest thing for me to do, because once I've moved on, I've moved on. Over here is a standing desk. When we moved to Indiana, then back to California, then back to Indiana. And when I did that, the glass top broke on one of the travels. So my husband made me this top here. It's literally just a sheet of plywood, and then we got one of those wall panels to go over it, and it looks really nice. And so I can stand up, which is what I often do when I'm crafting, or sit down, however I want to do it. Over this way is actually all wood. Not all of it, but these are wood elements that I use to do some of my wood home decor. These are notepads, cards, photo albums that I use to upcycle into decorated pieces. And these are all wood houses. Cutting boards is usually what I do, and some other wood elements there. This is the 6th part of the unit. Maybe it's 9 pieces now that I think about those 2 ends. This is actually storing art supplies besides this stuff. So we got my markers here. This is all brads and other metal type embellishments graciously given to me by a friend. So I do use those. This is the same over here. I could probably not even use all this in my lifetime, but it is wonderful to have available to me when I am making stuff. That's my resin stuff. These are 6x6 pad collections. That's all 8x8 Graphic 45. Then in this cabinet here is, the top is all coloring material, so it's my markers, my dip pen, just pins, my color pencils, some zig, I can't even remember the name, markers, all of my coloring books. I just started using this for the gold, and I am thoroughly impressed. I don't even know what it is. It is so vibrant and it's so easy to color with or paint with. And this is all stained glass for my stained glass hobby also. I do all types of crafty things. I don't think there's a craft I haven't tried. Okay, this is just more adhesive, glue, hot glue, that's liquid glue, spray glue, laminator, just out my creative station to make stickers, and that has still room to be utilized. This is my embellishment and ribbon hutch. I got this ages ago. Up here is envelopes, card bases, and cards I've made already. My dad made me this. It's an actual easel for painting, and it rotates and flips around, and it could be that high, it could be lower, and so I've been really enjoying my easel that he made me. In here is the embellishment, and oh, there's embossing powder in here too. So this has my cutting mats, has just things that I use to embellish everything, and I need to label a lot of drawers because every time I come in here I am literally opening every drawer to find what I need, because I have more than I can even catalog in my brain. So I usually have to open every drawer to see what it is that I am looking for and to use. So this is helpful that these are labeled, but I need to label the others. All my twine is there. This is all of my tissue paper is down here, or like this stuff, the rice paper or my decoupage paper is all down there. This is all embossing folders. These I believe are jewelry cases as well. My friend graciously gave those to me also, and so in theory, when I haven't just moved, all of the embossing powder would be out of there, so when I wanted to emboss I could just take this out and I can emboss and then put it right back in. I have a template that I made to create covers for all those so the dust doesn't get in them. So that's all my embossing powders, and over here is more. And now it doesn't want to go in. Okay, these are still more embossing folders and embossing powders and glitter. So that is the embellishment cabinet. And then down here in this section is my ribbons. I've gone through my ribbons many times and gotten rid of many ribbons because I don't use them a whole lot. There's so much craft stuff that is underutilized, I think, by everybody, because we just acquire it for a project and then we put it somewhere. This one just has some random stuff in it. This is my button stuff for my button making. This is a Disney book I started. This is my Alice in Wonderland book I made. I am actually got a project in mind for that, but my husband and I celebrate our 20-year anniversary, and this is the book that I created as my book for people to sign that came to my party. And so yeah, I have to put it, that will have a special place once I create the stand. So I bought this head because I created an Alice in Wonderland top hat and I want to display it. So I'm going to create a display with that eventually. If I can. I'm leaving it. I'll put it away later. Okay, this is my sewing station. This is full of fabric here because I haven't finished putting my sewing stuff away exactly. So I can come here and sew whenever I want, which is great because I just sewed something for one of my projects last week and that was nice to just be able to come here. This is essentially sewing type stuff. I have a project plan for that to make my logo for real. My logo looks like a cross-stitched logo, and so I'm gonna actually do it. But this hutch is full of, this is binding and zippers and projects. This is quilling, because yes, I did paper quilling too. Notebooks, patterns I've made. And then this is fabric. Then this is sewing notions down here. This is stained glass, the grinder, all the stained glass tools, pieces of stained glass, glasses. This is all felt and felt flower making stuff. This is cross stitch. That is diamond dots. This is my Alice hat that I'm going to use that head to display when I get to it. This is fabric, and this is for me to make my logo. Down below is, this is all chipboard and chipboard pieces, colored chipboard scraps. This is all linens. And this is chipboard, full sheets, small sheets, 6x6, all that. Over here is my ironing station. This is the one I use. It's mobile, lifts up. I like it. I can roll it anywhere. Cutting mat. This is my vintage my vintage ironing board, which I am hoping that I will get to go to a craft fair or something. That is what I would like to do next. So not only am I working on doing more YouTube videos and my Etsy shop, I actually am in the process of creating my Shopify account. So I'll have a website. I'd like to go to craft markets too. So I'd like to give that a try. So when I do, the board will be my checkout table thing. Okay, this table is used for everything I need it to be. So it's going to hold my cutting machine when I need my cutting machine. It's going to hold supplies while I'm working through them. It's going to hold projects that I'm working on. So these are projects I'm working on that I haven't finished. So I need to finish these things up so I can put them on the store. This is the same for these. I was waiting for some fairy dyes to come in for those. Here's my cloches. All of that is work in progress stuff. And then I pulled this from one of my cabinets. It's actually from a desk, so I can stand and still cut out my stuff and put my laptop there. This cart here is miniatures. So this is for, I have a dollhouse, and this is for, I had started the dollhouse several years ago, and this is all stuff for the dollhouse. I also have other miniature things in here, moss and grasses and all that kind of stuff is in here. The furniture, all that. These are the shingles. So this is my miniature area. See, she's already in that cabinet making a mess. That's what she does. She's a cat. These are all paper kind of boxes. So Easter, fall, birthday, Disney, Christmas, travel. So things that are by theme. Halloween, patriotic, Christmas, all that is down here because I don't get into it regularly, so it stays there until the season comes around, and then I pull it out and use it. Over here is just a bunch of stuff. So this is all glitters, which I don't really use glitters, but I don't want to get rid of it because then I will want to use glitter, so I just keep it. Glass paint, that was before long time. These are really old. I did go through it. They're still soft, so they probably still work, but now I know how to do real stained glass, so I probably wouldn't do that. Paint, more paint, puff paint, and these are, what are they called? They're like dyed pigments. And then these are paint brushes and sponges and beads, pearls, beads, all that. Over here is my hot glue gun and heating gun. This has absolutely nothing in it at the moment, so you know, I need to utilize that. My molds, clay and resin molds, hot glue molds that I've already created. These are stickers, flowers, I don't know, animals, butterflies. There's no real good solution, but that's the one I'm using today. This is all stuff I need to put away. I just haven't figured out how I want to put it away yet. This is all wood. These I've bought to do my furniture in here. All of this has a designated thing to do with it already. These are my molds and my clay, which I've been really getting into this stuff to embellish all those wood panels that I have. Even put it on some scrapbooks. This stuff I have, it's all pre-made and ready for the market if I ever go there. Glass bottles and jars, a bunch of random stuff. More paint. This is the paint I'm using on a regular basis, chalk paint and so forth. I'm redoing the kitchen, so I have to paint those knobs. This is all mixed media. More paint. These are my waxes. I don't remember what this stuff's called. You know, the glitter stuff that you use on stencils. And down there is more mixed media stuff. This is my actual working workstation. So this has all the things I need to work. So this is just the cart that has the cutters and the pins and the glues and the brushes and the tapes and all that kind of stuff. It's not well utilized because that one's still a work in process. This is a stand-up portion, so I can stand up and watch TV. Here's my tools, a little trash can, my hot glue gun with the battery. This hot glue gun, my husband got it for me for Christmas or my birthday. And it's awesome because it's battery operated and I don't have to deal with a cord. But it gets so dang hot, like it will burn your skin to the bone. Like it is so hot. So I usually just leave it sitting on the battery and just bring my project to the nib and do it. Inks, these are like my most used stuff. Cleaning things. My friend that has given me so much craft supplies has brought this to my attention, but it's really good. So when you glue something down and you don't want to hold on to it, you put a coaster on it to hold it down while the glue sets. So I have several sets of coasters because people keep giving me coasters and I can only have so many coasters. So a lot of them are used in my craft room. This is for when I do resin. I don't want to get any of my surfaces messed up. So I lay this down on my surface and then I do my resin. This side is pretty much where I sit because I want to look out my window while I'm crafting. I'm lucky and I get to be in the room with the giant window, so I can see outside because we get wildlife out here and it's really neat to see. But this is where I sit. This is where my filming station is. This is, I have a different mat for my filming. This is where I'm going to assemble some, this is stuff I need to do at the moment. And then I have all of my supplies kind of within reach. So I have that tool caddy, and I also have this tool caddy as well. These are all my things I'm going to be using to do some of my decor, my home decor for the shop. So these are all different themes of that. I have Halloween, I have Christmas, I have just animals, I have just flowers, I have all kinds of different ones. So that's there for me to use. And I like to be able to see. I hate having paper in their packages, especially things like that, especially things that have many imagery on it, because when I'm creating, I really want to be able to see what I have. I don't want to have to go and unpackage all of those to find a fox that I want, or a cat or anything. So I've just decided to organize them that way so that they're at my fingertips and I can look at all of them at the same time that I want to look at them. So that's my new system for that. I also got tired of also some of my embellishments. I didn't like that I had to unpackage all of them to look for them. So in which I got baseball card sleeves, and then I took index cards and then I put them all in here. So if I want a mushroom, I can come in here and find the mushroom I want. If I want plants, if I want feathers, gems, if I'm doing apothecary stuff, it's all right here. Because I wasn't using it, because I had to unpackage it all and I really didn't know what I had. So this is my new system that I'm going with for now. I have a lot more to put in here. It is kind of limiting though, because they're subject to this size, but what I did was on these big ones, I cut the middle off and then I put a full index card in so I could get bigger space utilized. So because I really know that I don't use stuff because it's all bundled into different little packages everywhere, and that kind of drives me crazy. Now I know where all my stuff is, but I am like, I want to use it quickly. I want to get to it quickly and I want to know where it is quickly. To the chore, that was a side tangent. This, I always have water with me because I'm painting a lot recently, painting all of the home decor stuff that I've got going on my Etsy shop. This is stuff I need to work on and finish, TV for me to watch. And then on the other side is, these are all things I need to deal with, and I got projects in the making. I need to put all of this stuff away. This is the back side. I have my trash can, and then this is actually a towel holder, and so I had my husband cut a paper towel roll in half, and now I have paper towels on either side of my work surface. There's a lot that's underutilized, but I'm getting there. And then my mantle. So this is a lot of jar stuff. So this is all pre-cut ribbon. So it's all different colors, sorted by color. I also have bottle caps and Scrabble tiles and rhinestones and just a whole bunch of stuff. Twine is over here with more ribbon. That's an old color crayon tin project I made. This is actually an album. Pearls, rhinestones, seashells, all kinds of stuff. This is the same little wood trinket knob things, more ribbon. This is a puzzle I did for my Alice in Wonderland party. This is a project that I have for the future. What are these called? The old wood clothespins, all that kind of stuff. So that is actually my whole craft room in a nutshell. I don't really foresee it change as we work on the house, because so far it functions pretty well, and so I'll probably just keep using it this way. The things that are going to change is I'm going to paint all the furniture the same color, and then I'm going to do the floor and the walls, because I've been transitioning my house from this yellowy color over here to this gray color. So I'll eventually paint this room when we get to it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and you'll come back for some more videos. I do have a few in the works, and then hopefully I will be able to stick to it and actually do, even if they're just short videos, of all the things that I make every single week. Because even though I moved away, my friend and I, we still craft together every week on Sundays, and so we do it virtually, and so I might as well keep at it and video those projects I'm making. All right, well, hope to see you again soon. Come back. All right, bye.